people really want to know. So I know, actually, you've worked with over 50 special needs kids, and you've had amazing success. Will you tell us why Isagenix is having such an incredible impact on kids with special needs?
You bet. Personal opinion, you give the body a chance by giving it what it needs, it can do some pretty miraculous things. First of all, our body is a body of regeneration. Hopefully all of you realize that. You're building 1 billion new cells every 60 seconds. 1 billion new cells. The human body has over 100 trillion cells in the body. Every one of those 100 trillion cells change out every 7 years. With the exception of brain cells, nerve cells, and heart cells, every cell in the body is going to renew itself minimally once every 7 years. Part of what we need to realize is if we could give the new cell that's about to replicate 100% of the building blocks it needs, oh, by the way, to build just one cell, it takes 1 quadrillion pieces. Anybody got any goosebumps? 1 quadrillion. These numbers are so massive, they don't make sense to us other than the national debt. That's the only time we truly. Okay? Let me translate. 1 million seconds is 12 days. 1 billion seconds is 33 years. We created 1 billion new cells in the last one. 1 trillion seconds is 29,700 years. You have 100 trillion cells. 1 quadrillion seconds, the number of pieces it takes to build one cell, is 30,800,000 years of seconds. 30,800,000. And they all come together correctly because one DNA that tells them exactly what each piece does and how it comes together and who it is and what it is. And that DNA not only knows the exact matrix of that one cell, it has all of the matrix for the other 100 trillion cells as well. And if you took the DNA out of all of your cells and lined it up end to end, it would stretch from here to the moon and back 29,000 times. And that's what your body is. It's that miraculous. And yet, is it possible we could be missing out of a quadrillion pieces, a few pieces, so that cell is not quite together right, and it's misformed, and suddenly we have special needs. We have cells that are building that shouldn't be there. Well, the reason why I think we're having phenomenal success with the 50 children that I'm familiar with, and by the way, these are not clinical studies. These are simply parents who have some special needs children, some severe, some high function, all in between stages, asking me, I have a 5-year-old. They have this certain situation. Is it safe to give them Isagenix foods? So you answered your own question by answering it by asking the question of foods. Because they are foods. They're not medicines. They don't cure. They don't heal. They're not built from body. They're built with the nutrition the body needs. And what it doesn't need, what's so neat, especially about the 2 products that I recommend, is that what's not used can be rinsed out of the body because it's organic, water soluble, and it's either used up or it's simply rinsed away. It doesn't become toxic. It's not built like our, if you were to go to the store and buy a vitamin for a child, won't pick on anybody like Flintstones, but let's say that's what it was. As Andrea just said, the miracle is this. On Flintstones, it says, keep out of reach of children. It has a child-proof lid. It says if more than 5 are consumed, call poison control. What is that? This is children's, okay? Ours doesn't have a child-proof lid. Now, I don't recommend eating the whole bottle for a child, or you're going to be sitting on the potty for a day or 2, okay? But it's organic in nature. That means it's used or not, okay? When you give the body all of the building blocks it needs, and I guess one of the most phenomenal phone calls I got, was there was a special needs school in one of the states that called me the director. And he says, I've got 2 of my special needs kids here, one of which we had asked the parents to take the child somewhere else. We could not handle 7 outbreaks a day. Could not. We could handle 2. And they were way past their limit, and so they were looking for a place, including home, where this child was going to have to be. And the mother said that she introduced something called Isagenix or something to this child, and now he's our poster child. I want to know a little bit more. And now she introduced that product to another one of our children who has some issues. Can't hop downstairs, never did things like that, can't look you in the eyes, things like that. But suddenly, this little guy is looking you in the eyes, hopping downstairs, and staying on task for 4 tasks in a row. Does nutrition, now, here's the director of a special needs school asking me this question, and this is the scary part. Does nutrition really have that big of an impact on the brain? And I said, yes. He goes, oh. It's a revelation. Crazy. Okay, so the answer is, Isagenix is a food. Here's the neat part. It's got 3 things in its favor. Number 1, particularly the shake and the Cleanse for Life juice. And before I go any further, I've got to tell you, if you want health for your children and yourself, you will have this book and you'll memorize it. And then you will share it with your friends and neighbors who also deserve to have healthy children. The information isn't, like she said, to scare us to death. It's to wake us up. The fact that we live in a toxic society and that autism has gone from 1 out of 1,000 to 1 out of 110, I believe, or 112 births here in the United States. And is it any wonder that one of the biggest single things they're finding in these children, in a SIDS child, or in a little child that dies from a sudden infant death, as they do autopsies on these children, they're finding a high buildup of plastic in the brain tissue. And then we wonder, how could all that plastic get into a little 3-month-old child? Well, the second they're born, they're put in a plastic basket. They're fed from a plastic bottle, and the worst thing you could do is take that plastic bottle full of formula, and put it in a microwave to heat it, and infuse enough plastic in one dose than should ever go into a human. And then we wonder why we're having these challenges. And exactly as, again, as Andrea said so well, is the information you just got from her one of the most incredible wake-up calls to us all? I'm honored to know her, and the information in here is phenomenal. The information on the 50 children that I've worked with is in here too. She asked me to put one little chapter in there, and I did, including how much I am recommending for those special needs children of the shake, what ages, and the Cleanse for Life juice. I might tell you this just in a nutshell. The shake is for overall nutrition, healthy bones, healthy digestive system, healthy immune system, healthy all system, because there is 100% of the building blocks for the quadrillion pieces needed for every cell of the body. That's pretty phenomenal. Thank you. Second, it has its own delivery system of live enzymes to help break it down and carry it in. Third, it's low glycemic, so it's not high in sugar or raising blood sugar. Fourth, it's alkaline forming immediately, not acidic. And most proteins you're going to take in are acid forming. You want to help near the alkaline corridor. Okay? So those are just some quick hints. All right? So this is a must, in my opinion, if you really want to understand how to make a difference in your home. I highly recommend it. And I think I could ask her to stay and sign these if you want to get one while you're here, and maybe force you to go over to Sound Concepts where they're going to stay afterwards and you can put these up and do something. Okay?
I'm actually donating for every book that's sold today. I'm donating $1 to Make-A-Wish Foundation.